Oh, hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to Shaggy's Car Shop. In today's video, we're going to show you how to install second generation F-body bullet mirrors onto a first generation F-body. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a little bit of unboxing here today. These are the bullet mirrors that I ordered. Now, I looked online, and most of your reproduction bullet mirrors that you order, they're pretty nice, but they also cost, on average, around $150 a piece. And they don't come with any of the mounting hardware. Alright. These, on the other hand, well, I'll back up a little bit. And the mounting hardware, most of it online, comes in at a price of 20 to 40 bucks. So you're looking at 320, 350 bucks by the time you're done with shipping. I bought these at bulletmirror.com. From what I understand from them, they go and take these off of old cars and clean them up and primer them, and then they put in new hardware along with it. And all said and done, shipping to where I'm at, I think it was right around 200 bucks for the whole kit. Now, obviously, looking at the end, you can tell it is old, and the glass is definitely old, but I looked at replacing the glass, and I think each mirror is roughly $20 a mirror, so not that bad. So you could be into them for $240 rather than $350 for a whole set of bullet mirrors. And they have lots of other options as well. They had mirrors for, Novas, Mustangs, a bunch of the Mopar cars, but all right, well, let's get to installing these on my car. All right, so now that went over what my bullet mirrors look like, get to installing them on the car. Now, before you install your driver's side one, most first generation F-bodies don't have the holes drilled on the passenger side. So we're going to do this the poor man's way because, well, I'm on a budget. So the first thing we're going to do is find a couple of reference points. So if I line this cardboard up right to the edge right here and square it up with this top of the window body line as close as I can, and then push it in. Now I'm using an awl for this to get my holes. I'm coming through backside and getting as close as I can to the middle and punching it through. So now we have a template of where this is going to go on the other side. If you like to be a little more thorough, I stole one of my kids' rulers. So lining it up on this body line and you put the start, the end of the centimeters, down on that end. Line this ruler up with this body line. The middle of the front hole on this ruler hits exactly 7 inches and 9 inches. Now I realize I'll have to flip the ruler around, but that's why I chose a see-through ruler, so I can see through it and make sure the center of my hole is on 7 and 9 inches. So on these bullet mirrors, they didn't come with the original sheet metal screws just to screw this in. They came with an actual bolt and nut and washer. Then they also came with this plastic mounting bracket. So if you look on here to make sure you have everything lined up, you line up both of your bolt holes and your center hole. Now if you have it this way, both of these bolt holes will line up, but your center hole won't. And if you look at these plastic mounting brackets, they are thicker on one side and thinner on the other. The thicker side goes to the top. So once you have that in the right direction, you grab your adjustment cable on your mirror and slide it on over. And then run it through the hole in your door. And drop it down. Now, since obviously this car is not ready for body work yet, I'm just going to leave that mirror hang. And hopefully it will stay. So then we hold that into place. Now, with your actual mounting bracket, if you slide in in my case, screws, you're going to have to slide this up just a touch more to make sure you're to the metal cable part, and then hold it on. Now with these are 11/32 nuts on these bolts. So I'm going to get these started quick. What I would do for an extra set of hands. Let me reposition it here. All right. Well, dropped one. See if I can drop the other one. Reach over. If I can get one started, it should stay in place. Well, that's interesting. I need to... Hey, look at that. I need to get a longer extension. All right. So let's find that washer I dropped. 11/32 back here. Well, alright everybody, back again. Let's see here, there it is, down hiding in my door. So if you do happen to get one of these kits, make sure you use just a helpful hinter. A short 11/32, I would suggest using 1/4 inch. A swivel socket, and then your extension. All right, got that one started. Let's learn from my mistakes here. All right, there we go. And we have plenty of room. No? Well, that's interesting. All right, folks. Well, give me just a minute to figure out what is going on here, and I'll get right back with you. All right, everyone. So what happened here with this is, I think being this is from a 2nd gen car, they had their hole in a different spot. Well, all of my cables to control my mirror need to actually go on the top side. So I'm going to have to do what a lot of car folks know what to do, and that is modify it until it works. So let me go modify this a little bit, and I'll come back and we'll get right back at it. Alright, folks. So if you look at this, the original bump on it was right there. So all I did was take my grinder and modify it and make a new one, so it should work. So let's get this back on here and hopefully get it mounted and see how it looks. Get the mirror on the top side this time. weight of the mirror on there so I can hold them bolts in place. And let's try this again. Find my washers. Get this ready to go. All right. Here we are. All right. Now, these holes are just slightly over a 1/4 inch. I checked with a drill bit, so I'm going to drill 1/4 inch holes on the passenger side. But as you can see, it does leave plenty of room to move these around. So what I'm going to do is push them all the way down to the bottom. That way I can adjust up if I need to. Get my ratchet, and my Phillips head, and just snug them up good. Because obviously when this car goes for body work, they will get removed. But it's nice and snug. Let me do it this route. All right, and the last thing to do on this side is going to be to mount this mirror up on here. Well, all right, test fit. There we are. Well, that seemed to be the trick. And I said to put them on the bottom. I was wrong. Make sure you try and slide them up. And just like that. Plenty of window clearance. Definitely look better than the previous mirror that was on here. Alright, I'll bring you back when we start on the passenger side. Alright, now as you can see, this is the passenger side of my Firebird, and there is no holes. A lot of these first gens did not have a second mirror, and in fact I don't think any of them did, unless you could special order it. So obviously we're gonna have to make our holes. Now remember, our cardboard template was like that last time, so now we just have to flip it. All I'm gonna do is open my door, line up my cardboard over there with my top rail or top body line, line up my cardboard at the end, push it in, and then I have a pen get right in the middle of these holes. So we got right there and right there. So now going back to our ruler, I had it laid on the other side just like that. So now, since it's a see-through ruler, line that right up, and just like that. Make sure I'm right on that body line. My holes are right in line with the 7-inch and the 9-inch. And again, you could have measured off the top of the holes. It's close enough for me. Again, I'm drilling a 1/4-inch hole, so I don't think there will be any noticeable difference between the two, because there will be some adjustment on there. Alright. Be right back with you once I get my center punch and my drill bit. Alright folks, as you can see, my 2 marks are right there, so I have one of my center punches. I'm just going to get right in the middle of that mark. Now don't smack the hell out of it, you just gotta enough so you can get a drill bit started in there. Just like that. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. Let's see. This is 11/64. So it's a smaller drill bit just to do a starter hole on these. And then I'll re-drill with the 1/4 inch. It's nice and slow. That. You want to make sure you're trying to stay as square as possible with the body lines. So just so you guys know, there is 2 layers, your outer skin and your inner skin. So that's why you'd see me break through one and keep drilling. All right, on to the 1/4 inch. Just like that. Now, again, obviously this car has not had all the body work done. I'm slowly getting to it. But I would be a lot more careful if this was a fully painted car. But it's not. So even if you do make a mistake, weld it up, grind it down, smooth it off, it can be body worked and you go on about your business. Or if you have them on there, for some reason you don't want them on there, you can always, again, weld it up and start over. So on the passenger side one, being this is a manually adjusted mirror, this one doesn't have the cables to worry about, and it is just a flat bar that goes through there. Let me open up this door and get after this. All right. Again, lots of adjustment on there. This one might be a little bit trickier to hang on to since the mirror won't be on there holding it into place. But we will give it a go. This is where it'd be nice to have 3 hands sometimes. Or a friend. Got that one started. Let's see. Some of these spots are kind of tricky to get to. That down, push that one in. All right, now on the passenger side, this washer, way too big. Luckily I have enough stuff laying around on my floor right now that I found one. It'll fit just fine. And I think you'd be all right without washers, but they came with it, so why not? All right. Lessons learned from last time. Move the bracket to the top. Try and push the plastic down to its limit. These are a locking nut as well, so once you get them tight enough, they do hold on pretty good. This one is not. But let's try and do this a little easier. Let's see if this one's going to be a little nicer. And just like that, bullet mirrors installed. And again, there's plenty of glass clearance on these, nice and sturdy. They aren't like the old ones where you bump them and you have to readjust them. And I like the looks of these mirrors on these first gen F bodies. Alright everybody, there you have it. Second generation F-body bullet mirrors installed on a first generation F-body. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to comment below. Thanks for watching, everyone.